Hello everyone, happy Saturday. I'm right here. I hear. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. I hear. We're gonna do girl bunny butt. Bunny butt, oh bunny, bunny butt. Excuse me. All right, so we're gonna use girl bunny butt. Okay. We'll set her aside for a minute. And then we're gonna use two different kinds of mesh. This is actually purple. I don't know if you could tell it's purple, but it's purple. Actually more of a lavender. Snowball mesh, we're gonna use this for the base. And we're gonna use this one, which has got lavender and all different kinds of colors in for spirals. Okay. Then we have our ribbon selection. We have a ribbon selection here with lavender, plaid, and mini harlequin. Lavender. Ho 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 ho. All right. And then we have these cute little, fun little pick sprays. Look at how, let go. Look at how fun these are. Like, look, aren't those fun? These are going to be fun. Hoi. And we're going to be using the large round because that's the one that I think is best when using wreath attachments. And the reason I think it's best because you have all these holes for attaching it. All right. This is how we load our board, and turn autofocus off. Let me do that real quick. There we go. Autofocus is off. Go every other. And when you start loading on the outside, use the ones across from the single hole. Okay. Then when you go in a row, every other. All right. That's how we're loading our board. And we might use some florals. Who knows? But tonight, my whole goal is to show Miss Lori Franklin how to use pipe cleaners. I'm just kidding. Had to pick on her. She just popped in. Woo! We are going to cut our mesh 16 pieces at 20 inches. Hey, stop running away. My mesh is running away. I know she used them the other day. That's why I was picking on her. But y'all have to kind of admit, watching her use pipe cleaners is about the equivalent to watching me use zip ties. Okay. Let's be honest. And I lost count. I think Lori abandoned me. Oh, I think she did a hit and run. Hi, bye. That's okay. "16 pieces of mesh, cut 20 inches. And we're going to ruffle our little heart out. Now I put my mesh ruffle on curl side up, and the reason I do that is so that my mesh and my base will be nice and floofy. I want a floofy mesh base. If I was doing it Lori style, I'd be using zip ties, but these are pipe cleaners, Lori. Clean your glasses off, honey. Pipe cleaners, that's Jackie. Zip ties, that's Lori. Floofy. Floofy. I said floofy. Okay, like, I say that word a lot. Y'all seen my dog Buster? He's like really fluffy. We call him Mr. Floof because he's so floofy. So fluffy. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I didn't say I wasn't doing wreaths anymore, but I closed my business. I closed my business because, like, in order to own your own business, y'all, and make money at it, and make enough so that it's a full-time, when you're a business owner, there's a pace that you have to keep up with. And it's not an 8-hour day pace. Contrary to popular belief, it's, I mean, y'all, it's 16, 20 hours a day. And that's what people don't really realize about owning a business is the hours that are put in. Because of my back, I just, like, I couldn't do it anymore and keep up the pace. So it is what it is. Well, 7 Eastern, I don't know why it said, like, 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern is what time I come on. We're making a floofy wreath with a bunny butt. Boony, 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 boony. I'm alive. I'm well. No, 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 no. If you fire Lori Franklin, you'll make her all too happy. Please don't do that. I would hate for her to, you know, she would take it to the house. She'd be done. No more Unique in the Creek. She'd be like, okay, not a problem. Can't do that. Don't fire Lori. I'm here to tell you probably at least once a week during Lori's self-staff meetings. Because, you know, if you've ever owned your own business, trust me, she's fired herself at least 10 times in the past week. Okay. The things that you have to deal with when you own your own business, you know, it's... Plus, Lori actually doesn't own it. She owns a company. Like, it's different. Owning a company is different than owning a business, my friends. This is the way we build our wreath, build our wreath, build our wreath. Okay. Ooh, we have new folks. Say hello, new folks. Hello, my name is Jackie. I'm one of the designers at Unique in the Creek. I'm also one of the original Wreathing OGs, which means that I have been doing this longer than anyone. Florida! Well, I'm in Kentucky. Well, hello, Miss Deb Miller. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Massachusetts. Welcome, welcome to all the new friends, and welcome to all the old friends. I like making new friends. It is. It's a pretty mash. Pretty, pretty, pretty. But I'm going to cover it up, so, you know. So I had plans, Lori, to revamp all my digital tutorials that I sell. So the answer to that is yes. It kind of got slowed down with me being in pain. So, but I'll get it done. Believe it or not, collecting up all the tutorials and templates and things that I've done over the years, it's a little bit longer process than I imagined. I'm a very organized person, even on my laptop, y'all. There's a folder for everything on my laptop. But then I have to take the templates and everything and put it in PDF form and links and whatnot, and that takes time. Isn't it pretty? Ta-da! Oh, my husband's back. All right. This, my friends, is the new luxury ribbon. Luxury. And we're going to use the new, it's actually lavender. And we are going to use the new mini Harlequin as well. Yep. All right, so we're going to start out cutting 8 pieces, 14 inches long of the mini Harlequin. We're going to use our measure buddy to do so. Buster, shush. He's only been gone like 20 minutes. Calm down. Every time my husband comes home, he can be gone for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or all day. They act like their long-lost friend finally came back home. Okay, so we're going to just put ribbon on the outside because the bunny butt and the bow is going to take up so much space that we don't need to put ribbon on the inside row. Say my name. Oh, I better not do that one. Oh, my dogs will sit there and whine and cry. If my daughter goes out to check the mail. Oh my. Those dogs are like, oh, is she coming back? Is she coming back? I'm like, she just went out to check the mail. Calm down. All right, so on the 1.5, we're going to cut 8 pieces of it as well. Now what I'm doing, okay, in the bunny, we have purple and lavender, and then we have light pink, and then we have orange. So on the color scheme, for the bunny, we have highs and lows. So we have our pastels and then our true colors, purple, lavender. So that's why I'm using a brighter pink and a pastel pink, and I'm using this is a purple lavender that actually matches the bunny. So I'm kind of taking the cues from the bunny's overall colors for my ribbon. And what I said may not make sense, so let me show you the bunny again. And I'm also ignoring some colors on the bunny, so let me show you that. I'm ignoring them because I know I'm going to cover them up. And I just didn't like it for me. Okay, so here's the light pink in the bunny ear. Okay, but here's the highs and lows. See, that's lavender, and that's more purple. Okay, and then we have like a blue. It's not quite a pastel. The orange isn't a pastel. The colors that I ignored on the bunny butt, because by the time I get this in there, you're not going to see this, so I just ignored it. Because that's navy blue, lavender, purple, and yellow. And I just really didn't want those colors, so I ignored it. Which y'all will see once I get the bunny butt in there, you're not going to be able to see that. So it doesn't matter. Okay? And the other color that I kind of ignored is this blue. It's kind of like denim blue. Denim blue matches everything, so there's no reason for me to try to match it to anything. I hope all of that makes sense. Explain to you why I picked the colors that I picked. Some people are like, how do you pick your ribbons? There's my explanation, friends. All right, match your ribbons up. Pinch, pinch, pinch. And we're going to put one set of ribbons in each pipe cleaner. And we're just going to kind of leave it. There's a reason. It's because I'm putting spirals in, so I will fix it before I put the spiral in this time, instead of fixing it. You know, that way I'm only fixing it once. So we're just going to throw this in here. Yes, this is the large board. Now, we may also put some florals in this wreath. Y'all know how I am. I'm sitting here, and the whole time I'm working, because, you know, it's me, I'm sitting over here. My florals, believe it or not, are to the left over there. And I look over there every now and then thinking, oh, what else can I put in here? Because sometimes I just can't leave well enough alone. Do 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 do. All right, so to put some more pops of color in, I'm going to use this mesh to put spirals in. Whoops. Ooh, I found a better one. I found one I like better. And it's leftover roll. I like leftover rolls. I prefer to use leftover rolls for putting spirals in. But this will put some brighter colors into it as well, which makes me happy. But we're going to cut these 10 inches because that's all that you need when you're doing spirals. All right. I don't know why that edge is so frayed, but whatever. So we're just going to cut these 10 inches. We're going to cut 8 pieces, 10 inches. 3. 6. And I love it. I had just enough. Let go. I love using the end of the rolls, especially for spirals. It just makes it so much easier, my friends. And like I said, this has got the purple and all the colors in it. It's just a little bit brighter to pull some of that brightness in. Excuse me. So here's the reason I didn't fix my mesh, because we'll do it as I go. My ribbon, sorry. So we'll fix it, and then we'll put in our spiral. You can make these as tight or as loose as you want to, but as you can see, because we're going to roll it up, the benefit to using the end of the roll of mesh, it just makes it so much easier to add in. All the supplies that I'm using here tonight came from uniqueandthecreek.com. There's been people eagerly awaiting me to say that. Just like that, too. So believe it or not, the spirals like serve two purposes. Number one, it kind of fluffs the wreath out. a little bit more. It adds more thickness and fluffiness to it, but it also helps hold the ribbon in place. You like the .com. All right, 3 more of those, and then we are going to add our boonie butt. Are the bunny butts sold out? Is that what we're talking about? Hello? What's sold out? What are we talking about? Are my comments frozen? What's going on here? Hello? I think my comments are frozen. All right. Next up, we're going to put the bunny butt in. Now, the reason the bunny butts might be sold out is a couple weeks ago, maybe longer, might be 3 weeks now, because I was sick for a week, and I think it was the week before, I put together a kit in Jackie's picks with the girl bunny butt, and these are the supplies basically that were listed in that kit. So, and I told people I was going to do the tutorial. I'm a little late with the tutorial, but better late than never because I was sick. So I got a lot of tutorial things to catch up. I see y'all now. All right, so I'm cutting off the wire that they put on these because it's as useless as, well, I could say lots of things that are useless. But I won't because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings or nothing like that. So it's useless. Okay, but I will tell you, if you can find it, there's a piece of wire in here. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. So if you can find that to put your pipe cleaner on, that's awesome. And then I'm going to get my handy dandy stab all tool. We're going to stab it. And we're going to be decent about it because we ain't going to stab the bunny in the butt. We're going to stab it in the waist. Now, I have been indecent about this before a couple times, unintentionally. Okay, I have done some pretty... I neutered a cat one time. I neutered it and gave it a 6 change all in one. Like... Hello, Crystal. All right, we're going to put one pipe cleaner at the top. It was terrible, but it was funny at the same time. Okay, and then I have to do this. This makes Lori happy. Okay, this is what keeps me in her good graces. Here's the one zip tie. Okay, just one zip tie. All right. That's all it takes to keep me in Lori's good graces. And here's my one zip tie that we're going to use for the hanger. So I got to go put it on. That way I remember the top from the bottom. Okay. And now we're going to put the bunny booty on, and we're going to kind of put it just a little bit high into the wreath. Okay. And because the carrots are over here, we're going to put the bow over here. We're going to put this a little bit high. So as you can see, there was no need for the ribbon in the middle, because by the time we get the bunny butt in there, and then I'm going to kind of nosedive it in here in a second, because we're really going to pull this bunny butt in. Like so. Okay. In you go. In you go. Down you go. Toot 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 toot. And I'll show you where I put the bunny butt. I told you we're going to set it kind of up high in the wreath, and I did. All right. So up high in the wreath, here is the wreath hanger. Top row. Next row down, there's the bunny butt. Right here. Okay. And then the extra, we're just going to tuck in. We're just going to do a tuck tuck. Tuck tuck, and that keeps the back nice and clean. No pricklies. Okay. Now, as you can see, the bunny butt is still wandering. Okay. We don't need bunnies wandering around. So what I'm going to do before I go, make sure where my top is, we're going to bend it and give it a little personality. Okay. A little personality. And then I'm going to get another pipe cleaner from somewhere. And to hold it on and to make sure my knees stay bent, I'm going to stab through the knee. Oops. Try that again. There we go. And that's going to keep this from flopping around. Okay, just because the bunny's name is Flopsy, we don't want it doing that. Y'all know what I mean? Oops. All right, so you just need to do one knee to really keep it from flopping around. That's it. Because I like to have this one leg like really kicked out because it gives it a little bit more personality. Okay? It's kind of your choice if you don't want the legs sticking out. I'll show you here in a second what I mean by sticking out because you can't really see it that well. Flat down, so give me just 1 second. But see, the one leg, I pulled it in, so the bunny butt won't flop around, but I like the other one sticking up. That way it gives it just a little bit of personality. You know, like struggling a little bit. Y'all know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean? Y'all get it? Everybody get it? Okay. Now, we're not quite ready to put the ears on yet, okay? Before we put the ears on, we got to make a bow. And I got to have a bow maker to do that. Over the years, y'all, I've given plushies, all kinds of surgeries. One time I thought I was a neurologist. I'm not a neurologist, I'm a crafter, but you know, hey. Flip that around. We kind of want a nice floofy bow. Floofy. That's that word again. Floofy. And we're going to give it some tail. I'd like... Oh, the things I have done to plushies over the years. All right, we're going to do 2 loops of that one, and the next one we're going to do 4 loops. Started out 7 inches, now we're going down to about 6.5. I think we need to put another bright ribbon in there. I think. What do y'all think? You think? You think? I think. I think we'll put a blue in. We'll put one with a snowball edge for a cottontail. How about that? Okay. Yes, yes. Yes. And then we're going to come back with the plaid. Actually, I got some leftover mini Harlequin in the pink we're going to use. We'll come back with the pink. And we're just going to do a couple loops of that. And now we'll come back with the plaid again. We're just going to do a couple loops of that. Thank you. And now we're going to come in with the lavender. And we're going to do 3 loops of that to finish our bow off. Now, for some of you, this may be difficult to tighten this much ribbon down. If it is, y'all, let me show you a trick. I'm going to show you a trick, okay? So get that big honking zip tie out. All right, but first we got to get the ribbon off, so we're going to use our pipe cleaner to do that first. Okay, and what you want to do to get this off so your stack doesn't get messed up, take your pipe cleaner, crisscross it through, and pull and tighten. Okay, pull and tighten, and then use your pipe cleaner to pull your stack up. Now, this is a pretty good stack of ribbon, and some of you may not be able to grip the ribbon the way that I can to tighten it down. Okay? Okay. If you can't, once you pull it off, grab yourself a zip tie. Your stack is in place, and just use it to tighten your ribbon down. Okay? And it's important to tighten that stack of ribbon down. It'll make your bow fluff better. If your stack isn't tight, bow's not going to fluff very well because it won't hold your pinches and it'll move. All right. So I don't want to cover up the carrots. So we're kind of going over to the top. This would be top, right, left right now, but it, like, okay. So here's center. So I'm going over here just a little bit with the bow. And I will show you where I put it. All right, so when you're putting your bow in, you don't want to pull it down far into the wreath. You're not trying to like pull it down to the board, but you want to pull it down far enough that it's snug. Okay? You want it snug into your wreath. You don't want it flopping around, but you don't want it bare because then otherwise it won't fluff well. So you kind of want to pull it down far enough that it's not flopping around. Okay. So here's the top, here's the wreath hanger, and then here's where I put the bow. So just a little over to the and now we're going to start pulling our tails down and fluffing our bow. And we're going to fluff it, and it's called, the way that we're fluffing, it's called a terry bow. We're going to alternate our loops and tails. Now, remember I told you I ignored those colors on that because I was going to cover them up? There we go. All right, so now we're going to do kind of like a little ribbon trim. Some of the tails are just a little bit too long. But some of the ones like down here at the bottom, I'm not going to cut. I'm not going to shorten them, just the ones that are up here at the top. All right. Ta-da! What do y'all think so far? Push stuff out of the way. All right, my friends, now let's add the bunny ears. Once again, I don't like this wire. It's extremely hard to use. So we're going to cut that off. There is a wire that goes through these. Sometimes you got to straighten it out, which is important. Come on, bunny, bunny. Whew. Excuse me, y'all. I know I'm being kind of quiet. I don't mean to be. But I'm kind of having hot flash. And it's like, if you ever had a hot flash, gone through it, y'all know what it's like. It's kind of like just a little bit of suffering. Okay. All right, so we kind of want to make sure that the ears are spaced out. So here's center once again. Let me show you where I'm going to put the ears. Let me flip this over. Okay, so here's center. So I'm going to put one set of ears here and one set of ears here sticking out of the bow. Okay? Doesn't matter which side goes what, but I'm going to put the bow on this side so it'll show. Because the other side will go underneath the big bow. And like I said, this one's going to go kind of under the bow. Bunny ears, see how cute that is? It just keeps on getting cuter and cuter. You put the bunny's ears in and it's really cute. Especially when they just come peeking around from the bow. Give them a little shape. Everything needs a little shape. Shape it up. Okay. I did get some greenery specifically for this wreath, y'all. And I really think I'm going to have to add it. I was thinking no, but like... Well, where's the other one? Apparently I'm not going to add it because I can't find the other one. I got two. And now I can only find one. Where'd it go? We'll just do that. All right. So here we go. First with our little Easter egg pick. I'm going to show you something here in a minute. Just let me cut these free. Now, if you look at something like this and you think that that might be too much or it's too long, if you look hard enough sometimes with these picks, you can find another place to cut them at. Now, I think, and I'm going to show you why, I'm getting ready to cut it. Okay? Because if I leave it the length that it is, it's going to stick out too far out of my wreath, okay? And I don't want it sticking out that far past my wreath. So to take some of the length off, like I said, if you look, there's kind of a point where, and there it is, where you can kind of separate this and it will make it considerably shorter. And it makes it to where it's like 2. But I kind of want them thick like that. So see, now it doesn't stick out so far past the wreath, and I'm okay with that. I want a little bit past, but not that, like, I don't want it sticking way, way out. Now with this, we love this. We're going to put this down first. Oh, I wish I had my bolt cutters. There they are. Let me tell y'all something. I have actually 2 sets of bolt cutters. Let me show you. I think it's good to keep them around. Because every now and then... Oh, my mini bolt cutters are missing. Somebody took my mini bolt cutters, so we're just going to have to get out the bad boys. And that's fine. Not really. I need to find my mini bolt cutters. Stem cutters are expensive, so, you know, I just have bolt cutters instead. Every now and then, you get a stubborn one. And I'm not going to sit there and fight with it all night. Whew. Okay, so here we go. No, my mini bolt cutters haven't. I don't know where they're at. They could actually be anywhere around my work area. Okay, so we have lavender and white, and we're going to alternate the two. And we're going to put them in first. I might use the pipe cleaner to secure them as well, but we're going to use hot glue first. Be very liberal with your hot glue when using it and using a mesh base. Okay. And then once the hot glue is set, we will come back and fluff that even more. Let go. Excuse me. Fluff, folks. Fluff and pull apart. kind of don't think you're going to see that one there. Yikes. You might. I got this leftover white one that I'll use since you're not really going to see it underneath the foot. There, much better. Whoop. All right, so these I'm going to put more toward the center of the wreath. I'm going to kind of make sure that they're pulled apart as I put them in. And if I burn myself with hot glue one more time. Kind of seems to be my theme for today, burn myself with the hot glue. Not a fan. All right, so I'm kind of wanting to pull these apart so that they're more whimsical, because once I cut them down to the same size, they are cut them down to size, they kind of get a little bit thick and less whimsical looking, so we need to pull them, make sure they're kind of pulled apart. Oh, Jackie doesn't wear finger guards. Never have. Like, I'm the kind of person that I can't even wear gloves to drive. I couldn't imagine trying to wear finger guards to make a wreath, my friends. Like, I don't think that would work for Jackie at all. At all. I really don't. I like the little hints and pops, the little eggs. Now you can use just like one of these picks, because, you know, I'm making 2 picks basically, but I kind of wanted these thicker. That's why I'm using 2 picks basically to do this. And you know what I think I want to do? I think it needs a little bit of the plaid ribbon toward the center. So I'm going to add a couple pieces of it. This little bit of ribbon will make a big difference. It just kind of really needs it. Sometimes when you're using big wreath attachments and whatnot, it's better to do this than use the ribbon at first, because you can always come back and add it later if needed instead of wasting it. But the reason it needs it, as far as I'm concerned, is because the bunny legs are plain, and so is the mesh, kind of the solidness. And I'm trying to break up some of that solid coloring, so I think that the bunny legs will stick out just a little bit better off the purple. Yeah, that looks just a little bit better. Yeah, the bunny legs are showing up just a little bit better because they're not on that flat purple. Looks better, doesn't it, Lynn? It was kind of looking a little too plain toward the center. See, much better. Little hints of the plaid ribbon kind of pulled it together a little bit better. All right, my friends. Ta-da! That's the girl bunny butt. Isn't it cute? She's cute. We love her. We love her. Next week, y'all, I will see y'all next week, Wednesday. And we will be doing a bee wreath. That's what we'll be doing next week, Wednesday. All right. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend. I will see y'all, like I said, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Bye, y'all.